Welcome to another episode of More Than Books, Stories from the Kanawha County Public Library. I'm your host, Stan Howe. On this program, we take a look beyond the shelves to highlight news, activities, events, and the resources available for KCPL patrons. KCPL's Riverside Public Library branch is an unusual library. It is the only library located in a public high school in Kanawha County and one of only two such libraries in the state. 30 years ago, West Virginia was in the process of consolidating many high schools, including several in Kanawha County. In 1999, two old rivals, DuPont High School and East Bank High, were consolidated to create Riverside High School. Students from both sides of the Kanawha River and from the border of eastern Kanawha County all the way to Charleston city limits made up the student body. This new school featured a public health center, a credit union, and yes, a public library on campus. The Riverside Public Library branch opened in 1999, providing library service to not only the school, but to eastern Kanawha County as well. Besides being housed in a school, another unique aspect of the Riverside branch is that it's a regional library for eastern Kanawha County. The Riverside staff is also responsible for operating the Marmet branch, the Glasgow branch, which is currently closed, and KCPL's bookmobile. It's a big job and an important one for the KCPL system. Our traveling correspondent, Jai Ravine, paid a recent visit to Riverside to learn more about the branch and its unique challenges.
All right, welcome to Riverside Public Library. I'm here with Ivy Jackson, the branch administrative specialist here. Ivy, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Good? Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here hanging out with you. So how long have you worked for KCPL?
A little over 6 years now.
Okay.
I started out here part-time for about a year at this location.
Okay.
And then after about a year, I started working as the children's specialist in Elk Valley.
Okay.
And then I've been back here now for a little over 2 years.
Gotcha. Do you miss being a children's specialist at all?
Sometimes, but this job keeps me pretty busy.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. So what's your role like as the branch admin here?
A lot of making sure that everything's good with the schedule, making sure we're being able to operate with our supplies and our forms are up to date, making sure that I have a really good line of communication open with Sarah, that's acting as our manager right now.
Right. Gotcha. Cool. So the Riverside Public Library is connected to the Riverside High School as well.
Mm-hmm.
How is that different, say, than our locations that don't have a high school connected to them?
Well, our patron base is mostly teens.
Right, yeah.
So that's a lot different. So most of the teens want items that have to do with graphic novels or manga, like that's what they're into. Or
Right.
Our video games are really huge here.
Yeah.
Being checked out a lot. And then our other side of our patron base is elderly.
Right.
So we have a lot of elderly that come in to get like tax forms
Right.
or use a computer to print things out.
Right, gotcha. Awesome. So I know that the Riverside staff also support our other locations in the eastern region of Kanawha County.
Mhm.
So we've got the Marmet branch, we've had the Glasgow branch, which isn't open right now, but has been a branch previously, and the bookmobile as well. So
Yeah.
talk to me a little bit about how y'all are supporting those locations.
Well, our bookmobile right now only has 2 staff members.
Right.
So most of the time, like Kayla or myself, we fill in for
Right.
them when they're out.
Gotcha.
So with that, it's on a 3-week rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to like the schools in the morning, and then we have other stops that, of course, are in the eastern region.
Right.
Um,
And y'all are going to, the bookmobile's going to daycares and
assisted living
Yeah.
facilities.
Gotcha.
And with our assisted living facilities, there are a lot of items that we usually don't circulate here
Right.
that are circulating there. Like they're really into nonfiction
Gotcha.
a lot. So that's been really helpful to our stats.
Right.
And being able to get them items that we have a lot of.
Right. Cool. That's awesome. Talk to me about Marmet.
Marmet is our location that's been open the longest. So we have a lot of our loyal patron base that comes there. A lot of them come in just to pick up holds
Right.
or to place holds. And they also come in to ask for like recommendations for like books by
Right.
certain authors as well.
Right. For sure. And you're there like 1 day a week, right?
One day a week to run reports,
Right.
to make sure that we're up to date on the forms we need for like our stat sheets
Gotcha.
and applications, things like that.
Right. Awesome. All right. What is your day-to-day like? So it's probably vastly different every day, maybe.
Yeah. Well, mostly I'm at Riverside.
Uh-huh.
I'm here, and then once a week I'm at Marmet.
Right.
And then the other times I have to be available to float between locations if needed.
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm here.
Gotcha.
Unless something too crazy happens, then
Right.
I'll be somewhere else for the day. So.
Right. Gotcha. So how has it been working with the rest of the staff in your team, and what are some things that you're learning from them?
Well, we have to be more self-sufficient, I think, because right now we don't really have a full-time manager.
Right.
So like if you need help, like if you ask, like we're willing to help each other. So that's really great.
For sure.
And then also too, like it's okay to make mistakes. Like
Yeah.
we're here to help each other.
Right.
And then also like a lot of us, we all have our own personality. And we all just try to get along as most as we can because we're all here to support the library and we're all working towards the same goals. So.
Totally. Yeah. Awesome. Is there anything else that you want folks to know about Riverside and how awesome y'all are?
Well, for one, we're here because we get a lot of patrons that come in. They're like, we didn't know that you were here.
Right. Yeah.
In this location, we didn't know you were in a school. Like we thought that it was only for like the school.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So like we're out here and we have all the amenities just like all the other locations.
Right.
So feel free to stop in.
Totally. And on Saturdays when school's not in session, y'all are open too,
We're
right?
open too.
Yeah.
Yep. Regular hours, 10 to 5. We're
Yep.
here too.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, Ivy, for
Thank
chatting
you.
with me. And all right, we're going to take a break here and have more at Riverside right after this.
I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it. My support team never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew who I could become as a person. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the first element, helps to change a life. Book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome back to More Than Books. I'm here with Nina Bess, the Programming and Outreach Coordinator here at Riverside Public Library. How are you doing today, Nina?
I'm doing good. I'm
Doing good?
Okay,
Yeah, awesome. All right, so how long have you worked with KCPL?
August 18th of 2023 was 20 years.
Oh,
from
wow,
now.
2 decades, 2 whole decades.
Yeah.
Where did you start?
I started in Charleston
Gotcha.
and then came here.
Yeah. You were in children's?
First, I was
or-
actually in reference.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then there was, we had substitutes back then, so I started substituting here.
Right.
Got my foot in the door, literally, and started part-time here.
Gotcha.
Well, then there was a full-time opening in children's downtown.
Right.
So applied for that and got that. Stayed in Charleston for 9 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then came back here, and I've been here 4.5 years now.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there was finally a full-time opening at
Right.
Riverside because it's closer to where I live.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. And so what's your role like now as Programming and Outreach Coordinator?
Very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Mhm.
Planning programs for all ages.
Right.
Becomes quite a challenge at times.
For sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's good. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Glad for the opportunity.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And the 9 years in children's did help that.
Right,
You know,
for sure. Yeah.
prepare for that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
especially the children's programming.
Right. And you did children's programming when you were at Charleston too, or?
Yes, for 9 years I was in
Yeah.
children's.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, no, the librarians. No, I'm sorry. The only thing I did downtown was playgroup. We did
okay.
playgroup. They let us be in charge of playgroup.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, it still, helped.
Right, for sure. All right. So, how's programming been going for you this year? I heard, well, like over the holidays, that the Grinch visited you all.
The Grinch visited us along with Santa for our holiday open house, December 7th. We had around 250 people that day. It was a
awesome.
blast. We had a really good time.
Yeah. And they competed for who's on Team Santa, who's on Team Grinch? Yeah.
My daughter years ago loved that Twilight series, and
Yeah.
Team so-and-so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know.
Okay, yeah.
Jacob and somebody, And I just thought
Edward.
of...
I think it's Edward.
Yes. And I thought of that, and I thought, you know what? I'm having Santa and the Grinch. Why not do Team
Right.
Santa or Team Grinch? And I was so sure that Team Santa was going to win. And
Right.
of course, I was Team Santa.
Uh-huh.
And I even coerced the children. And I said, if you don't vote for Team Santa, you may not get presents.
Oh, no.
And some of them were still like, I Team Grinch, I didn't understand.
Right.
Team Grinch won.
They did?
They
Oh,
did,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Right.
I
The
was
Grinch
really
went out.
surprised.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And then I also know that you all have a partnership with Arkland Mines, formerly Bell Chemical. And someone from there's been coming to have programs with you all.
Yes, her name is Heather Henson. And she's a chemist with Arkland Mines. She's formerly a school teacher.
Cool.
Science teacher. She's great.
Yeah.
She has a great rapport with the children.
Right.
She does programs that they love. The science, they get into all the science that she does. She makes lava lamps, and she's made elephant toothpaste and slime for us. She was just here at our Valentine party. She's not going to be able to come for the Dr. Seuss party.
Oh, darn.
But hopefully she'll be back in the summer for some of our summer programs, especially June 1st for our SLC kickoff.
Yeah, awesome. And how did your Valentine's Day party go? I saw a lot of pictures from that. Fun
Yeah,
time.
we had about 130, 150
Cool.
people here
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Valentine's is always big in my book.
Yeah,
I'm just all about the love.
Right. Yeah.
And my birthday is the 17th.
Oh, that's,
so,
totally. Yeah. It's a great month all around. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So continuing on our programming. Anything else you want to talk about in terms of children's programming? I know you all have story times every Wednesday, right? Story times
Every Wednesday at 10:30 we have, we've changed, I'm sorry, it's 11 now. 11 to noon is our story times. And we sing, we dance, of course we read books.
Yeah.
We do crafts.
Yeah.
And we have snacks.
Nice.
It seems like snacks are the big hit.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever gets them in and gets them socializing, you know. Socialization skills are just as important as the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Maybe they're even more important.
Right. Yeah.
You know, depends on who you ask.
Right.
But.
Yeah. And every week you've got a different theme and stuff like that. So it's fun.
Yeah. I try to come up with something, you know, some holiday that's going on or something in the month or, you know, or sometimes it's just, you know, theme based on, you know, like a character, Clifford or Dr. Seuss or, you know, something. But
cool.
Try to have a theme and they just love it.
Yeah.
They, you know, we've had, you know, small numbers, just, you know, just 1 or 2's only been here. And then we've had huge numbers, like 20, 30 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just varies, you know.
And how has it been since your time here? Like, do you still have people like that started with you when you were first here, like regulars, like, or are they like more new people coming in? How is it?
Both. We have some that have been here since, you know, I started. And now we have some brand new ones. We had a new family move here from New Mexico.
Cool.
He was originally from here and they met in the military and then he wanted to move back home. And so, you know, they come and it's been great. So we've had some new families.
That's awesome.
But we also have, you know, our oldies but goodies.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yay. Moving on to adult programming, I hear that you all have some adult craft afternoons happening at the Marmette Women's Club as well.
Yeah.
And how's that been going?
It's been going very well. The women are wonderful. They invite us to come in. Some of them attend our programs, but they're open to having outside people come in.
Right.
Sometimes, like if I miss a color of a paint, that maybe they would like for a program, a project or something, there's paint there, and the women, I'll just go back there in the cabinet and get it. Just go back there and get a paintbrush. They've been wonderful to us.
That's awesome. Yay. And when I post about it on social media, everyone gets excited because they're like, ooh, new adult program in Marvette. So they get excited about that. Cool. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add for April programs in April and going forth?
I'm looking at providing boxes and materials so that you can take a glimpse at the solar eclipse.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look at the sun.
But look at it through a box that you make.
Look at it through a box. Yeah, we'll print out the instructions and provide the materials. And then like the last week of March, first week of April, and of course it's on April 8th, come before then.
Right.
And pick up those materials and see the eclipse.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. And also in April, I think, is the Week of the Young Child, right?
Yes. Week of the Young Child is the 6th, I think, through the 12th or 13th. And we'll be doing something, probably every day for that.
Gotcha.
Don't have anything planned yet, but
stay tuned.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Stay tuned.
Cool. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. We're gonna wrap up here a little bit. What inspires you to like keep coming to work every day?
All the kids, the children, those smiles on those faces. And there's this one little boy in my story time, and I think he's got a crush on me. And Liam blows me kisses. And if that doesn't make your day and make you feel wonderful, nothing will, John. Nothing will.
Right.
Yeah, he'll just blow me kisses.
The young folks have a lot of love for you here at Riverside. And you have love for them.
That. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Well, that's it with Nina. We're going to take another little break here and have more from More Than Books right after this.
A lot happens during their first 3 years. Their brain reaches 80% of its full size, and their vocabulary development can even be used to predict achievement by 3rd grade. Reading aloud is one of the most important activities that leads to literacy acquisition and benefits even the youngest listeners. Our goal is to allow every child 5 and under in West Virginia the opportunity to participate in Dolly Parton's Imagination Library program. The Imagination Library provides every child 1 new book a month, allowing them to start positive reading habits early. We need your help. Individuals, groups, and organizations can sponsor a child for just $25 a year or $125 for the full 5 years. To make a donation that will provide books for West Virginia children or learn more about the Imagination Library program in West Virginia, visit our website.
Thank you for the book.
Welcome back to More Than Books, stories from the Kanawha County Public Library. One of the most important organizations in the KCPL family is the Friends of the Library. This group of volunteers is a fundraising society that supports many of KCPL's programs and services. Frankly, it would be tough to provide the services we do provide without them. For many years, the Friends' primary fundraising event was its Tisket a Tasket, a literary basket silent auction. And this year, the auction is back. It's set for April 20th at the main library in downtown Charleston, where auction goers can bid on a stunning array of literary-themed baskets. With me now to talk about this year's auction is Friends Vice Chair, Megan Simpson. Megan, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Stan.
Well, first let's talk a little bit about the Friends organization itself. What kind of goals does the Friends have?
Well, the Friends is made up of a group that's just really passionate about the library. So we sell memberships to help support activities in the library, but also we have folks that like to volunteer. So just a big goal of the library is really just to support you all and a lot of the children programming, the book festival, just everything the library does, we help give it a boost and help raise awareness.
Gotcha. Well, okay, so the big fundraiser this year is going to be the basket auction.
Yes.
So tell us a little about that. What is it? Where is it going to be, and when is it going to be held?
Okay, so it's the Tisket a Tasket, a literary basket, and it's going to be April 20th, and we're so thrilled to have it back. We had to take a break, like a lot of folks had to around the COVID days, but we're really excited to have it back, and we're thrilled that it's going to be at the main library. It's never been there before, and so since it's that new location or renewed location, it'll be so fun to have it there. It's going to be April 20th. It's going to be in the evening. Is it
6 to 8, I believe.
6 to 8.
6
I
to
just
8.
totally blanked there too. So.
And I think it's the first live one since 2019.
Yes.
We did have a virtual one in 2020 because of COVID.
Right. It was going to be live. We had to pivot. And when you say live auction, it's still a silent auction, but it's going to be in person. So.
Right. So okay. So how does the auction work? How does it all play out?
Okay. So. It's basket themed, if you can't tell. And each basket has to have a literary theme. And we have, the last count, it was over 70 baskets. And we have all sorts of different themes, like cooking baskets, pet baskets, areas, since this will be in Charleston, like West Side baskets, downtown baskets, just lots of gift cards are in them. Just basically anything that interests you, you could probably find a basket for. And you just walk around and you make your bid on those baskets throughout the night.
I understand there'll be some food involved.
Yes, we're really excited. 1010 Bridge is going to be the caterer for it. So that'll be
So you buy a ticket, you get some food, you get a bid on baskets, and maybe take some home. Right?
Yes, that is true.
So what are the funds that this basket auction raises? Where do the funds go?
Well, the funds really, it goes right back to the library. We work with, so we have a steering committee, and we'll get things from the library asking for things to support. So a lot of it's like the summer reading club, or if librarians have a unique idea of things they want to do that's kind of outside the regular library budget, they can approach us for some funding to help support those activities.
Can organizations donate a basket?
Yes, organizations can donate baskets. We would love to have those. So just make sure you have some kind of book to go along with it. You know, it is a library theme thing.
So how can you purchase a ticket? How do you go about getting them?
You can purchase them online, or you can just come to the main library, or you can make a call. You can actually probably just get them the day of if you want to come there. We'd like you to get them beforehand. Or if you know any Friends members, they probably have a ticket that they can sell to you too.
What kind of prices are we talking about?
So we have different prices. $40 is just the main entrance, and then we have a desired and an inspired price if you want to give a little bit more. So
to help support the library.
Yes,
right.
yes, just a little bit extra, just maybe in case you're worried you won't win that basket, then that's another way to boost your donation to us.
What kind of impact do the funds raised by the basket have on the libraries in Kanawha County?
I just think they really open up ideas and give the library room to make more of an impact in their communities. I know you just asked about impact, but we get lots of proposals, things like SAT tutoring that we were able to help support through the library. I know I said summer reading club a lot, just a lot of children's programming, being able to help support the book festival, and just a lot of like the summer things outside around the libraries. And it's all the branches too that can reach out to us. So.
Well, I know the Friends also help in terms of volunteering at events and programs, and you can see the Friends in action at a lot of our events.
Yes. So, and if you want to be a friend and you want to volunteer for the library, you can find out information online to do that too. And believe me, we need all the help we can get to help with this basket auction too. So
what other kinds of projects? I know you mentioned a couple of them, but besides the basket auction, what else? What other kind of places will we see you in action?
Really just, y'all put us to work a lot in the summertime.
Right. And you'll have a booth at the book festival.
Yes, we have a booth at the book festival. That's really where we get most of our memberships too. People are pretty passionate about the library when they're at that book festival. So we work those too. Kind of really anything that the library has going on where you need extra volunteers, we're there. And then we meet monthly too to to find out what's happening at the library and give our opinion on things too. So
I know you're always looking for new members. So if someone wants to join, how do they go about that?
they can just go about it, just go online and see the different membership levels, and you can sign up that way. You need to usually just call the library and make that donation, just to write a check or something like that. So, or reach out to a friend.
Well, thanks, Megan. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Stan.
And don't forget, it's
April.
April 20th,
Yes.
6 to 8 at the Main Library in downtown Charleston. We'll have some final thoughts here on More Than Books right after this.
You can say with me, imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book could be the first element, helps to change a life. Book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary. But I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. Kids with learning and attention issues are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand. Learn more at understood.org.
Managing the Riverside Public Library is not an easy job. Because it's located in a public school, there are challenges that most other libraries don't have to deal with. Plus, the staff has to supervise 2 other libraries in Marmet and Glasgow, as well as KCPL's bookmobile. It's not easy, and hats off to a terrific staff who make it all work. For over 25 years, the Friends of the Kanawha County Public Library have given of their time and hard work to make possible many of KCPL's programs and services. You'll see the Friends out in full force, not only at this year's basket auction, but at our summer reading events, the annual West Virginia Book Festival, and at programs all through the year. I'd like to thank the Vice Chair of the Friends of the Library organization, Megan Simpson, for spending some time with me today. And of course, thanks to Riverside Branch Administrative Specialist Ivy Jackson and Programming and Outreach Coordinator Nina Bess for sitting down with correspondent Jai Ravine. I'm Stan Howe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on More Than Books, Stories from the Kanawha County Public Library.